right to live is universally acknowledged in Australia, but what about the right to die? Should someone be forced to keep living if they want to die? Chronic disease, cancer, the effects of old age, or any one of dozens of other ailments can make life unimaginably difficult, and there are people who reach the conclusion that they would rather die in peace now than live on in pain and suffering with a failing body. If they decide to end their life themselves before they become too sick or frail, nobody disputes their right to do so. Suicide is not a crime in Australia. But if someone helps them to end their life, it is a serious crime. It might seem unimaginable to you, it might be a decision that you would never make for yourself under any circumstances, but the question remains, do you have the right to force someone to keep living if they've made the decision they would rather die? And if someone is willing to help them voluntarily end their own life, at their choice, is that really murder? Because that's how we're treated right now, with the potential for a life sentence for people who help others commit suicide. It shouldn't be that way. The Liberal Democrats believe you own your own life, not the government, and that you have the right to live or not live as you see fit. And therefore, you have the right to get help, advice and information to end your life if that is what you, as an adult, in your right mind and of your own free will, choose to do. Obviously, there would need to be safeguards. We need to ensure that it really is their own decision, made of their own free will. But if it is, then it's simply a matter of your freedom to choose. It becomes a question of who really owns your body and your life. If it's yours, then you decide if you live or if you end your life. If someone else can decide that for you, then who does your life really belong to? The Liberal Democrats support changes to legislation around assisted suicide to make it legal for someone to provide advice, equipment and assistance to help adults who wish to end their lives to do so painlessly, with dignity and without having to hide. Death is always a difficult subject, and arguing that someone has the right to die may seem heartless, but the fact is we do not have the right to force anyone to live their life our way. These changes will allow people who, for whatever reason, have decided they no longer want to live to be able to die painlessly, with dignity, and potentially with loved ones by their side. My name is David Leyonhjelm, Senator for the Liberal Democratic Party. We support your right to live your life and to end it without government interference, as long as you respect the same right for others.